Okay. Tell me again what your name is. Is it Dia? What do you call yourself? Big Dia?
So no, it's D. It's D.
That's what I'm saying. Dia.
So yeah. So it's Diabru, but everyone calls me and my family D.
Oh, okay. Because I think
Yeah.
it says somewhere Dia, Big Dia.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like it spells like Dia, but yeah, it's D. Everyone, that's what we're all. The whole family, even the kids, they're all known by D as well.
They used to call me Big D too. So what a coincidence. Let me just give you a quick story for these two guys that also haven't met you in person, I guess. I'm scrolling. I had it, when you have this couple of minutes a day where you take a shit in the bathroom and you scroll and you going through Instagram like this here, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at this guy. I'm looking at this guy standing there, and instantly I had a feeling like it kind of reminded me of myself a little bit up here. All this, I was like, who is this dude? Yes. I said, who is this dude? So I'm looking at this video and I'm like, fuck this dude. I said, let me message him. I never, ever, ever, ever in my whole entire life just messaged somebody randomly.
Oh, wow.
So this is literally the first time, because I really wanted to know, who the fuck is this guy? Because you standing there, I don't remember your face. I don't remember you ever competing anywhere. I wanted to know.
That's because I haven't.
You have never competed. So I sent him a message. I said, listen, dude. I said something like, I didn't know there was another freak out there somewhere. And then I said, I would love to bring you on the Old School Roundtable, and here he is. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, I don't know, Chris, did you see the video I'm talking about? Did I send it in the group?
I don't think you didn't send it.
Okay, let Kylie go. Do me a favor. Go on. It's Big DEA. No. It's Big Unit 1010.
One unit.
No, 1 unit. I'm sorry.
1 unit. As in spelled one. ONE unit.
I keep going back to big. So it's 1 unit 1010
He's a big unit.
Yeah, that's the video right there. That one that's pinned.
Yeah. I saw that.
You saw that. Look at that shit.
Yeah, carved up that day.
Shit.
When I still walk around the UK, you would see some big guys.
Yeah.
That they don't necessarily compete, but there's be some big dudes.
But Chris, and Milos knows that too. When we see this, we instantly think like, oh, what is he hiding there? What's hiding? I mean, does he have no legs, or does he have a fucking bloated gut? No, he doesn't. He's got good legs. He's got a fucking small waist. He got it actually all, even the back. And then I wonder why. And that's why I want you on this show, D. Why are you not competing? And first of all, tell me where you from, how old are you, and what you up to?
Okay, so I'm in London, UK. I'm 46. Sorry, I'm 43. Oh. So I'm not a spring chicken.
46? Okay.
No, 43.
I just made the same mistake that you made.
Yeah, so I think in my mind, I've got 46 as a sort of, like, I have to get it done by 46. So I've got goals in my head, and 46 is my cutoff. So that number always resonates with me.
Right.
So I used to train. It's funny. It's very funny, because when you contacted me, I was a bit excited. Okay, not just because of how things are today, but obviously if you see my age, I was following you guys a long time ago. So, I remember watching the Battle for Olympia videos, and I was just, as you can imagine, I was just in awe. And that's, even to this day, that bodybuilding still leads the way I feel and think about bodybuilding in the terms of the way I want to look, what I want to achieve. That is still the way. But yeah, so I was training a bit from say 20. Stopped training probably about 27, 28. Life was a bit up and down, not as organized as it could have been. And then gave up training altogether. Got skinny fat. And then COVID came. That first wave, as you can imagine, where we didn't really know about COVID or anything like that, I got really, really sick. and was pretty much, as close to dropping off as you're going to get, as close as you're going to get. I had ambulance come to my house multiple times. My missus was lying next to me pretty much saying, see you later. It was nice knowing you. It was bad. And then when I did eventually get better, I said to myself, man, I've just been wasting my time. So the first thing I did, everyone in COVID was like, I want to go shopping, I want to go to parties. I was like, I want to get back in the gym. So even though everything was shut down, I managed to get hold of some just eBay level weights, start in the back garden, managed to sneak into a few gyms that were supposed to be shut, as you can imagine. And then I just built back from there. But the momentum was much better than when I was, say, 20, 23, 25. So even though I was older, it felt like the reverse. It felt like I was a lot younger. And obviously now my discipline's a million times better. I wish I had this mindset in my 20-year-old body.
So
that's what I would say.
But what's funny was, after I spoke to you and I already locked you in for today, literally like 2 or 3 days later, I don't know if Kyle can find this real quick on who's the best bodybuilder. It's the Instagram page. Put a picture up of him with me saying Dennis James, Dennis James 2.0.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, look, I kind of told him that he reminds me of myself, and next thing you know, somebody else posted a picture of him with the most muscular shot. Let's see if you can find it, kindly. Who is the best bodybuilder? It's an Instagram page. Huh? That's what the page is called? Yeah, just write it. Who is the best BB? That's an Instagram page, and they posted that picture. And then you can scroll. You find it? Yeah, so I was like, fuck. I said, I'm not the only one who saw him.
Yeah.
So, but was I the first one that contacted you, or was there other guys?
You were the first one. You were the first one. And obviously you have to realize, for someone like me who isn't competing,
right,
that was strange, because I've literally come from another planet as such.
Yeah, a little bit down, more. Right there, in the middle. Yeah. In the middle. Click on that. And then you can scroll to one more. The last one, I think it is. There you go. It's so fucking funny.
Still got a lot of thickness to catch up, though.
But that was all after I had contacted him and already locked him in for today's show. So I kind of, it's kind of funny how things just turn out sometimes, I've never contacted anybody, so I said the first time I'm sliding in another man's DM, to be honest. And next thing you know is I see him on the page there. And then, I'm sure there's going to be other outlets.
Yeah, I've been popping up all over the place. Yeah, I've been popping up in, obviously where I live, I've got a lot of friends from Brazil, from places in Europe. They're all saying, oh, you're famous in Turkey, or you're popping up in Brazil. So it's been mad. It's been manic.
So tell me this. What's the hold up? Why are you not getting on stage? Why are you not the way you are? I'll let you talk.
Yeah, so initially the idea was to just get back into gym, just to give me direction, if I'm honest, just to get everything together. And then obviously through gym going very straight, my whole life goes very straight. I'm very organized, on top of everything, and I'm playing very hard in multiple. I work hard, play hard. I've got other hobbies as well, which I do quite hard. You can see them on Instagram as well, but.
That sounds like a Chris Cormier thing. So you could possibly be like Chris. Work hard, play hard, and still be one of the best in the world.
Well, this is the dilemma I've got. So one of my main hobbies is I've got a motorbike. And it's like having a side chick. Yeah, it's like having a side chick, because when the weather's good, luckily I'm in the UK, so the weather's awful.
Yeah.
When the weather's good, I'm always on the bike, and I might skip a meal or something like that. So I'm contemplating, for this summer, because a motorbike's something I can get back to in a couple of years, if that makes sense. So I want to push the bodybuilding as hard as possible. Fix a few things I know are very obviously need to be brought up, and then I really want to push to compete. So I want to balance. I want to bring up obviously my legs, my hamstrings, and my glutes, my calves. I want my lower back as well. It seems to all be from 1 point downwards from behind. That's where everything mostly needs to improve.
So are you saying that from where you are right now, you would be able to compete to turn pro?
I think, I mean, obviously, that's a difficult thing to say because I see so many guys turning pro that just look incredible. Absolute. I mean, there's guys who are turning pro and then they look like they could win the next show. So it's a big deal to say that. But I do feel like the progress I've made in the last, say, 2 years, if I have I mean, this year I've made more progress than the last 2 years put together. I feel like, and I've been encouraged by so many more people now as well. I feel like I could pull something, magic out of the bag, possibly.
Milos, is he losing out?
No, let me ask you important questions because I have no idea height and weight. What are we talking about?
So 5'9".
5'9"?
Yeah, 5'9", 260.
260, yeah. And this is kind of like Dennis James tank top version, which we all, loved and believe he can be tank top Mr. Olympia, right? So I don't know if you can use the same tank top for the same reasons.
It's like
Kerry, I don't know if you can still bring back that crab most muscular. The crab most muscular of Dennis that was compared to you, I wanted to point out. Can you get that picture out?
that was Milos was the photographer of that picture. He took that photo.
No, that I'm
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm pointing out something else. I want people just to see it. Okay. This is possibly the best crab, most muscular, freakiest ever. Who beats this pose, Dennis? You tell me. I know that you're a modest guy. Who beats you in this pose right here? Chest fullness, shoulders fullness, bicep, tricep sweeping out, going away from your body.
Bird or fox?
This is ridiculous. And he is as good as you look. You have a resemblance, right? But you can still see that you're a step behind Dennis. No, this
Yeah, of course,
gonna be. This should be one of the most appreciated crab most musculars of all time. Chris, you don't think so?
No, I mean,
Chris is hating now. Come on.
yeah, I said bird or fox would be a good crab too, but
Chris will never give me no slack.
that was not my pose.
Yeah, that was the pose.
I'm not hating. That was not my pose.
Going to the side chest, and then what Dennis and I were doing, like side chest, most muscular kind of. That was absolutely freaky. But I mean, listen, this is indication for you that you better get your shit serious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So do you
Thanks, Kyle.
so you see your back development is not where you like it to be?
It's my overall back development is decent, but it's the lower that I need to thicken up seriously. So the rest of it's quite prominent. It pushes back a bit. The width is decent in comparison to the rest, but it's the lower, I feel.
Have you ever been in contest shape?
So I think I sent you across on the WhatsApp so every year since COVID, I've done a cut in summer just for the sake of it. So although I've not competed, I've done a decent cut, which you'd probably argue was, say, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 weeks out. If it was a comparison to someone doing a show, and obviously, still with a bit without pulling the water out and things like that, and I've managed to get myself quite peeled, without and if I'm honest, without killing myself too much.
Oh, I never saw that one. I clicked on the first two, and it was the same video that I saw on Instagram. So I thought you said to me the same thing. I'm just clicking on the last one.
Yeah,
So
right.
on Instagram, you'd have to go back to last summer, and then you'd see what I look like on cut. Yeah. So you can see the legs are quite chopped up.
Serious.
I don't get why what you waiting on? What you waiting on?
Yeah.
I would like to see you. I mean, for me, I'll be honest, okay? I mean, I haven't seen you in trunks all around, but from what I saw, I think you are pro material, instantly. I think you can instantly turn pro with the first pro qualifier you do, number one, because I see what turns pro at the moment. And I haven't seen since 2018, I have a pro qualifier in Frankfurt. And every year, one guy turns pro, the overall winner. And the only one that I can remember right now that turned pro at my show that has this muscularity, that was Vlad Sukoruchko. And when he turned pro, he wasn't what he is today. So when I look at you now, I don't think it would be a question.
Oh, really?
I don't think it would be. You would have a hard time even turning pro. I think it would be like a hands down show. I really believe that.
And Vlad qualified for the Olympia twice.
Yeah, listen, you will find guys with good backs and good shoulders, but to have everything like you have it right now, that full round, it's just, you know? You don't see that too often.
Yeah.
Ask Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, do we see that every day?
No, not every day. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's not. You got a certain amount of time in a lifetime to do something.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
That's what I'd be looking at. It's like, you know, you might as well throw your hat in there and see, you know, where it lands.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Because I'd rather get on it now than there's a point where I don't have a choice anymore.
I don't say this too often, what I'm going to say now. I'm just going to say it. Fuck it. I believe with the right guidance, I don't know if you're doing all this by yourself or if someone is helping you.
Yeah, it's just me and the wife, and that's it.
I believe with the right guidance, not only would you win your pro card, I think you would qualify for the Olympia.
Holy moly.
I said with the right guidance, the right condition, because right now you're not fat. You're 260 at 5'9".
Oh, no. Yeah.
I said
I've still got feathered quads.
Yeah, I think you're 10 pounds away from stepping on stage. So, 5'9", 250 stage weight with that fullness, who is there that has that? Chris, Milos, please help me out.
Well,
Samson has that. Samson has that, but he's 300.
Yeah. So why don't you actually pose for us right now? Take the shirt off.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
No,
I know. Listen,
you're not pumped.
10 pounds off.
The first thing I realized is that what he really needs help with is with posing. That's the first thing.
Yeah. I've been trying lately.
Yeah. But why don't you give us a front double and a back double?
Oh man, do you know what? I'm gonna pull the excuse now. I've actually been ill and I'm flat as hell.
I don't care if you're fucking flat as a pancake.
I went to
listen.
I was at a spa resort with the Mitties for our anniversary.
Yeah.
And I'm barely eating.
I knew
it. I was just laying by the pool, trying to stay alive.
Been bamboozled.
Let me tell you something. The flattest day of my life was still fuller than most people on stage.
Yeah.
So I know
I'm so flat. I couldn't do it to myself.
I trust you because I know. But you flat. I'm looking at me. I was flat. That was still full to anybody. I mean, and nobody would saw me. And it doesn't matter if you're flat. It doesn't matter. Just don't shut yourself.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't. And I'm so new to all this stuff. I've never been on stage. Even when I pose at the gym,
What
me and my
better way
wife,
to
we
start?
wait for the room to be empty, and then we run in and get photos.
That excuse I can accept because he's never done it.
Yeah.
He's nervous.
Yeah.
But still, I stand by what I said. I think if you have the right guidance to do everything the way you're supposed to do it, you would get on a diet, you would compete, you would. Yeah. There was pro shows.
Because I know right now for certain I am making mistakes.
Who won?
I know that definitely.
Who won the UK show last year?
I actually don't know. Which one? The
European.
Not the Arnold.
No, the European. The Arnold, we know who won, Hardy. But who won the European? Remember that was the last show? The last show where what's his name didn't go? Who won the Milos. Wasn't it your guy?
Oh, yeah, UK is Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Presley was second, and Louis Breed was third.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louis. Yeah. Louis Breed was very
Okay.
thick. Very thick. Yeah.
Hey, D, let me tell you my views. Okay. You have absolutely great potential that we all recognize you. Dennis called you, to maybe give you this opportunity. There's three of us, old-timers, experts that can glance at your physique, and probably each of us have 15 advices for you that can advance your physique. You're only shy because, you didn't expect it. You're maybe not ready for a flatness excuse that you and I and Dennis and Chris knows. Okay, he just kind of, not feeling secure.
Yeah.
He's nervous. He's nervous.
You could be
I
2
would be
pounds.
doing shit. I would be
You could be 2 pounds flat.
Okay, why?
It makes no difference.
Okay.
It's just about to see shape and distortions, how you hold your body, what is your stance, how do you
Wasn't
move?
there?
Are you
But that's
keeping
like
the right angles?
Milos, but that's like you just started some acting classes, and then you got Robert De Niro saying,
Yeah.
Just so you know, boy.
Thanks for that, Chris. Thanks for that.
You're gonna be like, holy shit, wait.
Yeah. Chris,
Hey,
you're top of the
hey,
business now.
that'll be like Dennis. Hey, that'll be like Dennis Wolf in Generation Iron when they threw him into Hollywood to read this.
There you go.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Go.
listen.
Go,
I know
Dennis.
about acting when they tell you, okay, I got the scene.
Go back.
Okay.
Go back to his page, 1 unit.
Listen, this is what they tell me. Okay, the guy is dying. He's on his knees. You have to come to him and then look at him and tell him he's going to be okay. But you have to present to the audience that you know that you're bullshitting. He's dying.
He must like that pump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, my whole training is just I don't actually lift that heavy. I just train around pump, and I eat to chase pump basically.
That's good.
Okay. So the only thing that we need to do is see side chest already look ridiculous. And then you put the arm down, this kind of side chest. Then you grab it, make a side triceps. All your poses already there. Come on, just do it for us. Don't be shy, man.
If it was last week Friday, I was full as a house. I'd have been all over it. But yeah, you won't know, but my voice is different as well.
Your voice is different. Oh.
Yeah, because I've got like a
Mute
cold.
you. We don't have to listen to you. Just look at you. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay. All right. Let's get back on his page real quick so I can. Listen. First of all, I still stand by what I said. We should all take him on and just make a unit out of him. Send him off and just let him kill shit. Okay, do me a favor, go back. There's a couple of I want to see something. Scroll up a little bit. No, up. No, I mean down. I'm sorry.
They say you're 5'10"?
Hold on. 5'9", a little bit down.
5'9", yeah, 5'9".
A little bit down. Gotta find. Do that one in the middle.
You got your shirt off there.
Yeah.
Yeah, full day of eating.
You don't look like that?
Nah, not right now. Trust me. I've been in and out of sleep all day. Just try. I didn't want to call in sick up all night.
D, stop it. Don't tell us you didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I had a meal too late, 30 minutes
No,
too
I've been
early.
sleeping.
Yeah. Trust me, there's no way you can look bad, even though I know you're not comfortable, but I know. I've been there myself. So, Milos, what do you see?
I see the guy needs to take out a tampon and throw it away. Man up.
Oh, it's firmly wedged in today, man.
Because this is exceptional.
If I'd have known you were going to do this, I would have spent the whole day eating. I had a few more.
It would make no difference.
Dude,
Yes,
you
around
never
the
listen.
carbs.
D, you do not need to carb up for a
We
podcast.
need a couple minutes to do some.
So look at the size of a delt, thickness, and then the tie-in.
Go to
And
the left.
crazy
bottom.
tricep. It looks like
That one.
triceps. You put like 10 pounds of beef, just glue it to it. It's a crazy. So this trap, chest, shoulders, arms. This is exceptional.
I don't know what
now
you
you can
say.
play with it.
Yeah.
You see, now from that pose, you just inhale, spread the lats a little bit, and you're close into the front lat spread.
Sorry, what was that? You said spread the lats.
See, here you are relaxing, it's all going down, but you want to be wider. So your hands are in your pocket, you only put your shoulders out, elbows out, lats out. That's all. You just take the space, be wide, make way smaller. That's
the same way you did the first video, right on top, that one you pinned.
Yeah.
Go back to the page. I want to see a couple other
That's
shots.
Milo's cover shot tips. Milo did like 500 cover shots, so that's his cover shot tip.
Yeah. I mean, look good standing there. And when somebody has so much...
Yeah, that one right there. You see how you stand there? That's what Milos is talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think...
So there I feel like the quads need to come up.
This being a front relax, it will look crazy. It's all there.
You think your quads need to come up?
Yeah, to match the delts.
I think you're pretty much balanced right now. I mean, I don't know what it looks from the side with the pants off, but I think you have a good balance right now. I would not say your quads is too small, because you have good shape. You have your quads flare. You have, and you're 43. You know, it shouldn't be like this anymore. You know.
Man, you might as well just get on here now. 43, you gotta, it's not like, I mean, shit.
So do you have a front lat pose?
Okay, thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
A front lat pose.
Front relax.
No, I don't think I've got one recently. There's probably one on my Instagram. There's every pose on that, but I don't think I've got a front lat.
Yeah, but you see, the physique that looks like that is all hanging. You just squeeze the waist, everything is there already, and then stick your chest up to expand rib cage to take up as much space, and push waist to be smaller. So there is a differential. You have a V taper, and then you have a crazy shoulders, crazy chest, shoulders, chest, arms, triceps. Legs are good. I agree with you, Dennis. It doesn't look like legs are like so far off.
They're not as big from the side.
Oh,
I need help with that. I'm not sure how that comes around. I'm hammering them. They seem to be looking bigger from the front, but from the side they don't look as big.
So the hamstring is the issue, you mean?
Yeah. I want to bring up the hamstring a lot. Yeah.
Yes. Listen, there's not a lot of perfect bodies competing at this time. You know, so I wouldn't let a little underdeveloped hamstring be the reason why I don't step on stage, because you do everything else a bodybuilder would do. You sacrifice, you diet, you train, you do all the other stuff. So why not just get on stage? You know, why do it why do it just for Instagram? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't tell you what I'm saying if I wouldn't believe it. I really believe if you put this shit together, you're gonna shock. I'm sure. You know, and I'm sure there's
I need to find a show to do.
And I'm sure there's a lot of other people that they think the same, you know, and I'm sure there's a few people that glad that you don't go get on stage.
Well, people when I went to Dubai last summer, there was a show there, and I went to Benoist, and people thought I was doing a show.
Benoist,
yeah. I went to and people saying to me, "Oh, what class are you in?" I said, what are you talking about? Yeah. They said, you're doing the show. I said, no, I was pointing to my kids. I said, no, I'm just here on holiday. So yeah, you know, people did think I was going to do the show. I got invited to the show actually, but I was already booked on flight to come back.
Yeah.
But I desperately, I do need to do a show. I want to do a show.
I tell you right now, I got the perfect show for you.
What's this show?
Of course.
I got the perfect show for you.
How far from you?
I have an idea that I think we can put to life. I mean, you're going to turn pro. No, that's too early. He needs to learn how to pose.
5 months.
Yeah.
He needs
to present.
There's a show on September 13th, which is a pro qualifier. And on September 14th, there's a pro show, which means you could literally, and I've seen it happen before in figure and bikini, get your pro card, win the qualifier, and go to the Olympia all in 1 year. Because this is the last qualifier for the 2025 Olympia. So you could do the pro qualifier on the 13th. You could compete at the pros the next day. You could possibly win that show and go to the Olympia 2 months later. Matter of fact, a month later, not 2 months.
Yeah.
Just think about that for a second.
Oh, that's
and
that's a lot.
and you know, it's right there for you. You know, I believe if you give it 100% and you do the right things, because of course, even though you look the way you look, from what I hear, you do it all yourself. There's a lot of things.
There's never had a coach ever.
There's a lot of things that you don't even know.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and that's why if I was you, I would take advantage of that.
You're gonna have this guy go right after the gym, right after this.
Oh well, I have to admit, since you contacted me, I have been even more motivated.
Yeah.
I'm not short on motivation. I'm quite driven, but I've been even more motivated.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you got it. I mean, nobody's perfect, but you right there to do things that not a lot of people did. You know, turn pro, compete as a pro the next day, and possibly win the pro. Did we have that in the Open? Yeah, Derek Lunsford. He won his pro card, and he went to Tampa Pro, won the Tampa Pro, went to the Olympia and got 5th.
Yeah.
Was it?
Sometimes it's good when people don't know you. Because all of a sudden, you know, we get a lineup, you know, from good bodybuilders, all of a sudden there's a fucking unit. It's like, who the fuck is that guy? You know what I'm saying? That effect sometimes is, I'm telling you. I'm just telling you what I would do if I was you. I'm not telling you this because I have no benefit. I don't make any money off you.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying that I know when I see something, that I have a feeling you are something that, even though you're 43, it don't mean shit. You know?
Yeah.
You don't look like you're 43.
That I've learned to accept myself. Yeah. Because I don't feel 43. Yeah. I actually feel younger now than when I was 28.
Right. But you don't have a lot of years left. That's another thing.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
So
of course.
And taking this long break probably did good to your body, you know, so you're still fresh. You don't look like you're worn. You don't look like
fresh. It feels fresh.
You don't look like you're worn out. So I think we could I have an idea. Well, we'll discuss this idea off the podcast. You know, because I need both of these guys for that.
Okay.
So what do you say? It's weird to be the same age as old people, right?
As old people. No, I don't class 46 as old.
Listen, D,
sorry.
Let me question a little bit like this. In life, especially bodybuilding, are you willing to maximize, optimize, minimize, compromise? What's the answer?
Yeah.
What's the? You have to choose one. Do you think you should maximize or minimize or
optimize? I choose optimize.
You just choose optimize, not maximize?
Can I choose more?
We are in the more business.
Oh,
the better business.
You have multiple answers, it's okay?
No, but I'm getting somewhere, Dennis.
Okay.
Just hear me out. I want him to understand he should maximize. What do you mean? Maximize from training aspect, from nutritional aspect, from posing, everything that he can maximize, right? Right now, you're here with the 3 former bodybuilders. We all been on Olympia. And why do you think especially I'm asking you to pose, to do something for me Or,
Yeah, I know.
or not just to think, because that maybe gives you the answers for something else in your life. Somebody is coming here to offer you help and criticism that can excel you and give you some pointers that can make you better tomorrow already.
Indeed.
Right away, you have a start, right? But you're kind of shy, not ready, because typical bodybuilding thinking, oh, I'm 17 grams flatter than yesterday. My 17 line from the left is not going to show. It doesn't matter. We just wanted to see your body whole, and then how you move, and then what could be your weaknesses that now you can start working on it, and what is top professional level already. So those are kind of things. I didn't want to tease you and make you feel bad, but you have to have a little bit more confidence, right?
Yeah.
If given opportunities in life, you don't get too many. If given opportunity, what do I have to lose? Oh, they want me to pose. Oh my God, I want to pose. I don't want to pose. Yeah. I'm a bodybuilder. Experts want to see what I look like.
It's not gonna ruin your chances today.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me. That was our intention. But anyway, I do think that you're a specimen. That you are. If anybody looks like Dennis James at his highest, it's a pro level at Olympia level, actually. So you probably have that potential. Now, if you are maybe not doing something for lower lats, you were saying, or maybe hamstrings are not picking up, or you have no appetite, you could be bigger, you're flat. I don't know, why would on Tuesday morning you be flat? It has to be a reason. But listen, you have to be honest yourself. Do you want to pursue it? If you want to pursue it, how far are you going to go? Raise the level. I'm going to skip Monday. On Tuesday morning, I'm going to skip posing with Chris, Dennis, and Milos because, I feel so flat.
Yeah. Generally, I'm an all or nothing guy. So if I take up something, I'm generally quite obsessive with it, generally speaking. And that has both been quite positive for my life and negative, because I have to look at the things I want to take that seriously. Obviously, bodybuilding is one of them, and I've been progressively turning it up. Yeah. So I often sit down with the wife and we'll say, oh, should we, can we push that a bit more? Or can we add even more food, even if I'm not enjoying it, et cetera, et cetera.
So is your wife helping you with everything?
Everything.
So she's like your coach?
I wouldn't necessarily say like a coach, but where she's on the journey with me, she sees what's going on and she's in tune.
That's
she's
like
with me all the time.
Yeah, like I always say, like when the woman is there, she knows you better than anybody.
Yeah, preps all the food.
Yeah,
she knows my mood, and
so
she knows when I
what is she saying? What is she saying regarding you getting on stage? Is she not thinking the same?
I think so. She wants me to get on stage. She probably drives me the most out of everyone I know. She's probably the person who inflates my head the most. That's what I would say. Yeah. It's definitely her. I think she would like to see me do it because she sees the work going in.
Sounds like an awesome partnership there.
Yeah. We just celebrated our anniversary the other day. It's 24 years now.
Reminds me of someone. Reminds me of someone else.
Yeah.
When the home, there's nothing better than peace at home.
There's
nothing better. There's nothing better.
And I think that's the most. The irony is when people who aren't bodybuilders meet you, they think you do it to meet other women. That's what they think you do it for. Yeah. And then I say to them, even if you had some gains, if you then went out and met loads of women, you'd lose all your gains anyway, or you wouldn't grow anymore. So you need something solid to just. Keep the gains coming.
Does your wife compete because she looks like she's really fit too?
She gets the same lectures that I do about competing.
Yeah. So she hasn't competed either? She's never been on stage either?
She hasn't competed either.
Oh, so you need to both get on stage together.
Well, this is what I've been saying to her. Yeah. My excuse is always, I'll do it when you do it.
Kylie, can you get back on his page? Because there's a couple of videos with his wife. Yeah. Very beautiful too. I got to give it to her.
Oh, indeed, yeah.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Yeah. How many years do you train?
So what's that, sorry?
How many years do you train?
Properly since COVID. So it's about, I would say, properly focused. It's been about, what is it, 4 years since COVID now?
Yeah, but
Four and a bit.
you didn't take only 4 years to build this kind of physique. You had to be training earlier.
So I was if you scroll far enough down, you'll see when I came back and I did I think it was an 11-week transformation where I went from skinny fat to fairly decent in 11 weeks. And then that just gave me the encouragement to just go, oh, I might as well have a proper crack at this. So yeah, she's actually got very good arms, but barely trains them, barely touches them.
You have a beautiful family, man. Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Click on the wifey. I want to see the wifey too. Look like a power couple. I like that. Yeah,
she
I
rides
really
motorbikes as well.
I really do.
We both on motorbikes.
I like power couples. Yeah,
It's a big unit.
Yeah. We do everything the same: matching Mercs, matching motorbikes, matching clothes. Yeah, just different colours. That's it.
That's awesome.
That was at the end of summer. That one there. You can see their legs were a little bit tighter.
Good, man.
You only need the matching posing sessions. So you start posing.
I think so.
Yeah. You can do that with Chris over the phone.
You had the Fit Expo, huh?
Look at that back. You see, that looks so good that if you try to make it look as bad, you can't.
It's not possible, right?
It's impossible. Which means you can do any pose. Side poses you can shine right now. Front poses, poses that you have.
Milos is not giving up. You see, Milos said when he wants something, he wants it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said
Thanks, Connie. Thank you.
I don't want to be rude.
I don't hold it against you for not doing it. I get it. I think Chris is getting it. Milos is different. Milos is a guy that is for people that if you have the opportunity for something, you fucking take advantage of it. You know, because there will be a day in time where you're like, fuck, I should have. You know, and then you tell yourself, why didn't I? I had those moments so many times. So many times.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to hold this against you because I understand it. Because if you've never done it before and all of a sudden you have to do it in front of guys that you know they're going to break you down, there's always a first time. But the first time can be in person in the gym somewhere in the fucking corner.
Yeah.
Don't have to be in front of the world. Let's put it this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, if it was 1-to-1 somewhere and I was sick as a dog, I would probably do it. But it's just, I'm still getting used to all this new attention on Instagram and YouTube, and it's a lot.
That's okay. That's okay. Hey, did you listen? I want to talk about something real quick that just happened a couple of days ago. Hey, I got a call just on the way here. I got a call from King Kamali, and he called me and he says, he was asking. He said, hey, did you see that now if you're not active, you're going to lose your status as an IFBB pro?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
I said, yes, I saw it, you know. So he kind of thought that means you're going to have to take this IFBB pro. If you have it next to your name, you're no longer allowed to do that, which I said there's no possible way because you can put next to your name whatever you want. You can say...
You put you're an astronaut.
You know, but I as the way I see this, I actually like it, to be honest. And we can discuss, everybody can give me their opinion. I like it for the fact because there's so many people that turn pro. So we have a tremendous amount of pros, but when you look at on pro stages, we have a lacking lineup with numbers. You know, because there's just too many people that turn pro that just use this for status and not even use it as an athlete. You know, to use it for whatever, to be an online coach or to just walk around and put IFBB Pro on their belt. You know, that's why I actually like it that they do this, and I'm all for it. What do you guys think?
I like it. I mean, I think that's like one of the issues that we've been looking at, that's being the ultimate goal was just to get the card and then start charging more tomorrow for posing lessons, training sessions, and nutrition and stuff. But, the actual goal was to see how good you could be in the world or whatever. And all that's got pushed aside because people just want that badge of honor, and then take that and run with it for the next 50 years, wanting to get into your shows with their full status. That's the goal, is to get into the show for free and,
True.
work your chest out.
Yeah. And I think for the NPC worldwide, in not the USA part, but the worldwide part, is if you turn pro with a pro qualifier and you don't register as a pro within 12 months, you lose your status and you got to requalify again. That's already been a rule, which I understand because.
Dennis, don't you see that? That would be like, someone in their prime years not wanting to compete. I don't think that's really like directed at someone like yourself or
no, and I don't even take this person because he was.
I don't either.
He was worried. I think he was worried that he has to remove his name. First of all, I don't put IFBB Pro next to my name. We come from an era where people know
who you are.
We didn't have to say, hey, hold on, IFBB Pro.
Because I had a few guys coming at me about that. I'm like, I said, dude, I don't give a shit if I have that in my bio or not.
People know.
You can call me CC, you can call me Chris, call me whatever you want to call me. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't think it has anything to do with that. It's just that, you turn pro, if you don't use it, you lose it. Simple as that. And I think 3 years is a long time for you, I would do it after 12 months. But that's just me. Milos, what do you think?
Well, changes don't apply too often. So they definitely thought about it deeply and decided they need to do that. So, of course, I support the decision. We were talking about way too many professionals, to the point that I think it's possibly 500-600 open division, probably close to 1,000 classic or men's physique, and bikini probably 1,000. I mean, I'm throwing those numbers left and right.
Yeah.
I think that's very possible. So, which means that any IFBB qualified show like yourself that you have in Germany, it's open for all the pros, right? So if it's open to, let's say, 1,000 bikini girls, and it just happens that 70% of them want to show up, it's the 700 competitors that you're going to have to deal with. And competition is going to no longer be possible. So when we touch the subject, I'm going to be the one saying it. I think there's way too many pros. That shouldn't have happened. I know, Chris, in your time, I know how you got the pro card. Dennis, I know that in 1991, there was very few guys. So you have your Vince Taylors and Lila Brada and Rich Gaspari and, Barry May and, Lee Haney. There was not too many guys competing. And then when somebody new wins, immediately they compete. And then guys like you and I, Chris, we start competing in every show. And then here comes Dexter Jackson, Dennis was quite often. Yeah. And that's not happening. And I don't know when that trend started, but if you're just pro to show the pro card and to get position establishment, I agree. You don't compete, lose it. So you have to renew it. And not just that you have to renew it. You have to renew it and compete. Is this the rule?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just. I think you just have to be active. Now I'm not sure, and I didn't call in to ask. I'm not sure if does that mean you have to register to have an active membership, or if you actively have to compete. That I'm not sure, but I think I would guess it's just to have to renew your membership.
I was talking to a friend of mine who was saying maybe it should be something like a website you can go to and see inactive or an active type of status.
What does it mean, active, paying the membership?
I don't know. I'm just here guessing right now. I don't know.
No, but let's spell it out. Yeah. Active means competing, actively competing.
Yes, that's what I think.
Competitions. Okay, not just that you have to renew the membership, you have to step on that stage. You don't compete,
peace out. Yeah, you don't use it, lose it. I'm all for it. I wouldn't even wait 3 years because you're holding out traffic. Because there's a lot of pro qualifiers where there's only one pro card. You know, and if you are one of them guys that wants this pro card and never going to go compete again, you just fucking be wasted a pro that could have been on stage. At the end of the day, I forgot what I wanted to say.
I think they need to look at that venture also. Maybe.
I don't know. It's. I think sometimes, you know, change is necessary, and I think this is actually a good thing. There's a lot of people talking, I see online, they're talking trash, like, oh, this is a business thing. Wait a minute. Can you go to a restaurant and can you go to a restaurant and valet park your car for free if you don't eat there?
Not a lot of times.
But you know what I'm saying? So what do you mean? It's a business. Of course. Everything is a business. At the end of the day, we get the opportunity to compete on the biggest stages in the world. We get the opportunity nowadays, compared to when we were there, to make real good money if you're one of the best guys. So what do you mean? You want to tell me this is not worth, I don't even know how much a pro card is, whatever it is. That's your status.
And you're in your prime.
Yeah. But people complain, oh, this is business. Of course it's business. You know, do you think when you compete at my show, entry fee is free? Who's going to pay the venue? Who's going to pay everything? You know, I mean, people complaining, they don't see the picture. You know, I don't get it. But, you know, just to make a long story short, I don't think it has anything to do with what you put in front of your name or after your name, because there's a lot of people, they put IFBB Pro on their name, and I have no idea. I've never seen them or heard them in my life. So your status for me is the same as anybody I don't know. I don't care how many pro cards you have. At the end of the day, I don't know you, and I can't let you get in my show for free just because you're an IFBB Pro. You might not even be active.
Hey, did you ever hear Dorian Yates, IFBB Pro?
No.
Lee Haney, IFBB Pro.
Yeah.
Vince Taylor, IFBB Pro.
No, that's only other people that say that or write that. But no, I would never put
I never heard that.
I would not even put that in next to my name. For what?
I would put next to my name IFBB Pro Champion.
Did you really? Hold on.
Not on Instagram, but that's how I sign.
Your sign.
Hey, one is one.
Oh, I have another thing I wanted to talk to Chris. Did you see that last week? That this guy from Brazil announced to be Derek's coach. In the gym?
Yeah.
So what's happening here? I thought you were training him.
Well, here's the thing. This is for me. Derek wants to learn from different people, and this guy is saying coaching. He went there for 10 days, but where I'm understanding, he came out there. I don't think Derek sent for him to come out there. It wasn't like that type of thing.
Huh? How can he go online saying that we started day one?
Because they're more emotional. They're more like,
I wouldn't say that. I actually know the guy. I know the guy. He's a good kid. I know the guy. I don't think he would just post this for clout because he's real famous in Brazil.
I'm due to go there on the 3rd to the 10th of February, and then the last week of the Arnold, I'll be up there with him.
But
again.
are you there for training or for posing?
I'm there for
both. Both. Okay. Yeah. So maybe he is working with more people. You know, I mean, he can do whatever he wants to do.
And then he was even saying he would even like. I mean, the thing is for me, like the way I train, the way my mindset behind what I was wanting for Derek, it's not really that type of thing. For myself, the way you train, the thought behind the movement or something like that is to make you be shaped and look a certain way. This guy in my mindset is totally different from what I was projecting.
So don't you think that's going to throw him off, though? If too
I
many
don't think
people,
that's-
if too many people
that wouldn't be
season,
the way I would do it. I wouldn't do it that way.
because
But that's him.
I think
It's his physique.
if too
It's
many
his-
cooks season the same dish, something's going to go bad.
So do it this way, do it that way. I don't know. It's on him, man. That's his physique and his mindset behind it, and that's what you got to go with. I'm not being like, okay, don't do it. I mean, it's your body, man.
I think, but the way
I want him to pose a certain way, but if he thinks he needs to pose a different way, that's gonna put him up there.
See,
if anything, if he like it should be like this, if there's another way that you want to do it, that's gonna be on you. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it kind of looks like he's. If you do this, it almost looks like he's confused to what to do. That doesn't look.
I'm not confused, homeboy.
Not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Derek.
I know, but I'm saying I'm totally not confused. He's young enough to be confused. I know exactly what needs to be done.
If you listen,
I know exactly what exercise needs to be done, or the process in which you do it and go for it. But it's got to be on him. I gave him my whole stuff to do, but if you want to do something else, then he's going to do something else. You know,
we can always learn from each other. Sometimes it's going to be a little different angle, stance.
But I know, but like I say, I know for a fact, if you're going to pressure the outside of your short head of the bicep, there's two sides of the bicep, right? If you pressure the outside of the bicep, the short head, that's going to give you more peak. That's where my mind would be. It wouldn't be like I'm just doing curls or I'm just doing whatever. I got things in my mind that I want you to do for a certain reason, to improve a certain pose or to do a certain something. Real bodybuilding shit.
Hey, Chris, I'm still doing
Chris, you sound a little frustrated.
Well, I'm just giving you my
No. But you have all the right. I mean,
no, I said I wanted him to look a certain way and do a certain thing. But like I say, if some of the things that you feel I would take this, I'll take that. But I'm saying, I'm the type of person that's what I would be doing, is like I put my mind on a certain way or a certain person or a certain.
Do you think it can possibly hurt him?
Of course. If someone wants you to do something else a certain way, and I know everything I do is totally safe. I never had anyone hurt in the last 15 years I've been training like this. Not one person hurt. And then they go off and do something else with someone else.
But do you know he's following what the other one is saying?
Well, yeah, because he's there for 10 days.
Oh.
And then he's going back to Brazil. Like if he was there, I wouldn't need to be there. I wouldn't be there. Like everybody's, walking around like a whole Charles Glass scene with all these different cooks in the kitchen type of thing.
It's almost like, it's almost like, when you get out of a relationship, a long-term relationship, and all of a sudden you just want to be a slut. You just want to get a little bit of everybody. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Don't take me serious.
Hey, but check this. That's funny. You just want to be a slut.
I know that was a stupid example, but this is just what popped into my mind. I'm sorry. D, do you follow the guys, obviously, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Arnold Classic coming up in, what is it? 4 weeks? 5 weeks? 5 weeks. What do you see happening there? I mean, you see that we have Samson as an active Mr. Olympia coming back to win another Arnold Classic. Derek throwing his name in the mix to hopefully beat Samson to put himself in the mix again for the Olympia. We got Andrew Jacked. What do you see happening there with the lineup that is posted?
So I've got a short-term answer and I've got a long-term answer.
Make it short.
Long term. So I'm going to start with the long term.
Okay.
Because it makes more sense. It feels like, when you watch these Marvel movies and they all build up to like a final movie. And it feels like it's maybe not tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen at this show, but at some point we are going to have Andrew Jack versus Samson Dowda, and it's going to be one of the biggest rivalries for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah,
and I think what will happen is, I think Samson Dowda's pulled ahead because he's just thickened up nicely everywhere. But I kind of look at. I remember one time I met Andrew Jack when I was in Dubai 2 years ago, and he obviously looked so good on video. You know yourself, he looks so good on pictures, but when you meet him in person, it doesn't really make sense. And I just feel like if Samson Dowda, was to give him a little pie with the same gains that he just made, and he slapped it on there, I think long term, Andrew Jack just picks him for a while. So you get like a close 1-2 for 3-4 years in a row. But for now, I think Samson Dowda's, I don't think he's walking it. It's not going to be easy, but I can't see, he looks so complete at that size. I can't see people getting next to him. Yeah. That's where I think he's at now.
Do you think Derek beats Andrew? I mean, it's always beating.
If you're talking about, I mean, Andrew's not showing us a lot at the moment. He's not. We're just in a little bit of shins at the moment and forearms. That's all we're getting out of him. And I feel like he's hiding something for a good reason. If he turns up how I think he's going to turn up, I think for Derek, I think Derek's amazing. I really do. But the shape that Andrew Jack brings, even with I think slightly less conditioning, I think he still beats him.
Well, I think he haven't beat him yet, though.
Yeah,
I think he will beat him here because I just think there's where obviously he's a taller guy. It's a bit harder to fill out. He's always going to look ganglier next to someone 5'6", 5'7". That's always going to happen. But I think he is figuring out behind closed doors, and once he breaks that threshold, and he's not going to look gangly next to those shorter guys. I think because it was weird. There's been like a sort of 212 sort of like secret. What's the word? Like a new world order. They've been doing it behind our back, so to speak. These shorter guys, and I think between Samson and Andrew, they're just going to take it over again, and it's going to be a tall man game for a little while.
But Andrew can do to Samson what Samson did to everybody else. Is that what you're thinking?
I think long term, yeah. I don't think it's going to happen overnight. I think we're going to see a little bit of it and then a little bit of it, and it will just break a certain line, and that'll be the point of no return.
I mean, one thing we do know about
you need to get on that Milo. He need to get on that Milos protocol.
Andrew, I know. Andrew's body is so busy with little muscle groups that, like I said a few times before, but I don't think it's even on the anatomy chart. Some of these muscles that he got popping up throughout, year, throughout. I mean, those abs.
It doesn't make sense.
Starts.
Yeah.
And I like the density gets up in here. It's like just pretty crazy.
Yeah. It looks like he had a big chest and he got cut in the middle.
Still doing
It's just so deep.
Still doing some poses that's probably detrimental. Some poses probably can improve. But he don't have a whole lot of time on the stage himself. So I'm thinking, he's still finding his body that way. But I mean, impressiveness. I mean, no one can ever argue Andrew's impressiveness. So
Milos, what do you think you could do with Andrew?
I mean, listen, structure is better than Samson's. He's wider. Detail is better than Samson's.
More detail.
He has a muscle that not even anatomically there. He has that density and polishment and lines, depth, popping chest into your eyes when you see them, popping shoulders, crazy arms, V-taper, perfect abs, separation on legs. The only way that you can see that is switching from a front standing, relax, front double, and lat spread. Andrew could be leading after those three poses, okay? But that's when you turn around and now thickness of a Samson is showing where is the difference. Thickness of the legs, thickness of the side chest pose. It's just like there are different levels. If Andrew can do something to either hit the pose a little bit different or to create the illusion of size and thickness, because he has a better detail. He has a better detail. There's no question about it. He has a crazy chest. I was saying Samson has the best chest because I've seen that volume. I mean, Dennis, it was kind of like your kind of chest that goes from here, and then you have a two basketball balls like sweeping like this. You know, it was crazy. So Andrew is phenomenal, but he's going to lose most muscular and side poses for sure. And then back poses are still not on the level of Derek and now Samson. So that's, majority of the poses.
Well, but you judge him from the Olympia now, right?
Yeah. You can always, not Olympia. I judge him from first time I saw him, 2 times Texas, 1 UK, and 2 more times at Olympia.
Yeah. But what I mean is, if he has anything like Samson, he could make improvements in 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Drastically, like Samson did. Samson improved from show to show. So why shouldn't, maybe Andrew is capable of the same thing, and maybe we'll see a different Andrew right now.
Andrew has a better separation on the quads, deeper, and he has the feathers. He just doesn't have as much volume. Mm-hmm. But quad can maybe pass from the front view. From the side view, this is where he loses. Side view, lower body, side view, upper body. It's not just that it's beating him, but it's 10-8 round. You know what I mean? Then it's like that obvious. Before, Samson's kind of weakness, back double biceps, is absolutely no weakness anymore. Absolutely. And I think he's going to be contesting even Derek in that pose. And I know that Chris, you're not going to agree. Derek's back double biceps is Mr. Olympia pose. You can put on any Mr. Olympia award back double biceps, everybody's going to accept it there. So Andrew doesn't have that, but I hope that Psycho Fitness and they're bringing it up. I think it's improving from show to show. It's not bad. Before, I'm going to tell you, 2023, watch him. He would lean back, angle the lats and the whole back. With this angle, you couldn't see nothing. And I was strategizing with Samson and said, like, okay, just let him do it. Don't keep him straight, because you're beating him anytime he leads back like that. He improved and he fixed that problem. I was there when Steve Weinberger told him, no, keep your back straight. I don't know, for some reason people think that they need to lean into it, but no, they don't really for a back double biceps. So anyway, I still think that Andrew is legitimate contender for Samson. He has a better structure. He's wider. He has a more detail. He can beat him in front double, in a front lat spread, definitely ab and thighs, okay, and front relax, okay. Even though it's questionable, but he can, due to the wider shoulders and detail that he has. But Samson is now becoming a master of posing and illusion, so he gets in the poses, and now you make it questionable. Does Andrew really beat him in the front double biceps? Front double biceps is think of beauty for Samson now, and the lat spread is very much improved. So yeah, but it's going to be a dogfight. If Andrew is conditioned like 2023 Arnold Classic or a Houston, with 5-6 extra pound, yeah, he can be contending for a title. And I think that he's going to be ahead of Derek. Chris, I know you don't want to hear this, but for me, in general, he's superior bodybuilder.
Well, that brings us to the best part of the show, the prediction for the top 6 at the Arnold.
Okay. Let me then, because I already said it 1 and 2, right?
Hey, and did you do the 10-arm routine, the 10 minutes?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, listen, we have a 8, 10, 12 kilos, right? So first time I did it 8.
Yeah.
And then I did it 10 kilos, which is 22 pounds. Right. 3 times. Last 3 times I'm doing it 12 kilos, which is 26 and a half.
Damn, that's a lot, man.
That's for me, it's MF. It's really hard.
I know.
Yeah, it is really hard. But I did it even last night.
Are you seeing some more fullness? Are you seeing some
Yeah,
more?
I see it. And, for the first time in my life, not in my life, but in a long time,
Long time.
I am sore. I'm sore. I'm aching.
You was like, oh, I can't feel my arms. I'm like, now
But that's
you
how I
feel it.
start. That's how I
Oh, it's
start.
cool though, man.
I'm doing it.
That's so cool, man.
Okay. All right, Chris, you start. Top 6.
Me?
Yes, you.
What about the rookie?
The rookies at the end. He's a
Let the
guest.
rookie start
He's a guest.
first.
He's a guest.
He didn't guest pose. So he
The rookie.
didn't guest pose.
He doesn't need to guest pose. That's fine. Come on, Chris.
Okay.
I have last week right here.
Who do I have?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. I want to see what you say this week because you're a little frustrated. It might change things.
Stop. I'm not frustrated.
You still go with Derek winning?
I still gotta have Derek
Okay.
for the
you just
upset.
took
The
it.
upset. Because I don't want you to think like I don't see what's happening with Samson, because I do. I'm still gonna hope for the upset there and put Samson second.
Close my eyes and hope.
Third is gonna be Andrew. Fourth's gonna be I'm gonna take a switcheroo here and bring fourth place to the Giant Killer. Fifth place to the Kid Dynamite.
Carlos?
Carlos Thomas Jr. Kid Dynamite. And then I'm gonna bring in. I see a lot with Curry.
Mhm.
Curry. And I mean Curry couldn't even possibly beat Kid Dynamite. So
How did you judge that video? You posted. I reposted.
you look good.
It looks real good.
I was like, man,
It looked like he's a little downsized. But then again, it could be the video. I don't know.
But they look more defined.
It looks like he's I think he's taking this very serious because he knows this is a do or die.
And I wanted him to do the Masters Nationals. Not Nationals. The Nationals Olympia.
The natural Olympia.
The Masters Olympia.
The Masters Olympia.
Yeah, I'm pulling for it. If he can get all of those titles, would be amazing.
Okay. Milos, what do you see? Yours probably didn't change.
Yeah, I didn't change. But I've seen a new video of Clarita that was super impressive. And I've seen Brandon's, okay. But I'm putting 2 and 2 together, okay. Samson, Andrew, Derek. For me, that's a lock. I don't think I'm going to change this all the way to the show. I just don't see it happening. Even if you guys are showing me something that I should consider. I just think as a bodybuilders, in that order, Samson is the best bodybuilder in the world. He has everything enough to dominate. He will. Andrew is up and comer that could win some poses and leave impression, but not yet there to take him. Derek is Derek, Olympia and top 3 last year, but I think he's going to be third. Fourth would be Sean Clarita. Sean Clarita has found the way to become anabolic again. He was catabolic for the show, disappear kind of. There was kind of small, narrow, flat version, really hard, but empty. I mean, he was like a guest, flat, but he had to pose. He had no choice. He escaped. So, I mean, this last video, whole upper body was ridiculous. That amount of fullness, when you go per square inch, oh, Jesus Christ. Shoulders are humongous. Chest I improved. I don't know if you noticed. Chest I improved, and then arms are ridiculous. He's controlling abs way better, and his back was always good. So I see him clearly there in the fourth place because he's going to be dense. You can't see legs through the pants, but I'm sure that he's working hard on it. You know, ever since like Kevin Levroni back in the day, his return never dropped the pants, and then we talk about it. It has to be a reason they don't want to show the legs, right? So everybody was criticizing Sean that legs are downsized, and he is not showing them. You know, I would from now on just train in the shorts every single day and let us see it, and come here train with me legs. Sean, you come here, we blow up those legs 2 inches.
For that day.
I'm just saying that 2 week,
They're only good
2 week Chris Premier camp.
It's only good for 12 hours. All right, who's fifth?
Fifth would be Brandon. I think that Brandon, I like it. And in the next couple of weeks, if Brandon, kind of fills up, because conditioning wise now you can see separated quads and striated glutes, right? He never had a deep abs. So I don't expect deep abs, right? But a flat stomach and just a little bit more fullness. 2022, they tried for extra fullness and it didn't work for him. If you remember, there was no separation on his quads. That washed him out, and I think he slipped to the fourth place, right? But then he was sick 2023. Okay, it wouldn't really count, but he still beat Andrew Jack. So that version still beats Andrew Jack. So I think that he's going to be super competitive, and if he creates a little miracle in these last few weeks, he can move up and go into the top 3. Now I have him fifth, and I'm going to still go with the William Boniak sixth. William Boniak is going to be in the crazy condition, and he's actually improving. He is not going down. He's improving. There you have it.
All right, I got it. So going with Big D, what do you see? Top 6.
Top 6, right. So as discussed previously, obviously I think you're going to have the same 3 at the top that you guys said. So I think Samson wins it, and when it happens, it's not going to be a huge surprise, not at all. I think if anything, if he doesn't win it, we'll all be very, very, very shocked based on, he's updating us all the time. Seems like we're getting daily, at least every other day we're getting reports from him, and he looks good, and I just can't believe the amount he keeps. He's the way he's improving. It's like, where does this end? So I'll be really, really looking forward to seeing him. Next up, obviously, I think you're going to have Andrew Jack. It's got to be one of those ones where, although it's a 1 and 2, I think it will be it will be quite. I'm not going to say a big distance, but it'll be an obvious distance. It won't be leagues apart, but it will be a distance, if you see what I mean. Third place, I think we'll have Derek. But interestingly for me, I'm going to be tuned into Derek. I think he'll get third, but I think fourth will be Carlos. And I think that will be the to in and throwing of the day. I think the rest of it will kind of fall into place, but I think that's going to be the real juicy fight in the movie. So that I'm really looking forward to. I think Derek will pip him, but I'm interested to see what the legs comparison will look like, because obviously Carlos doesn't have that deep separation. I feel like he could come in more shredded. I feel like, I know he's had problems with conditioning where he's been sick and things like that, but I think with that, just even a little bit more, I think they'll, at that size of his legs, they'll just look ridiculous. So that'll be there. After that, I've got Sean Corrida, but I could flip that tomorrow or the day after with, I forget his name now.
Brandon Curry?
Brandon Curry. And that the video you just discussed of Brandon Curry, I actually thought the camera was low. And I thought it was just putting the video out slightly. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but I feel like, you know, his abs were really, really deep. They had a little bit of flatness. But I feel like what he was presenting, he could have shown that better with the camera, even the lighting. I feel like he's hiding a few goodies from us. So I could flip Sean and him tomorrow. I could change my mind tomorrow on that.
I appreciate that. That's a good top six. I mean, we all have pretty much the same guys in the top six, just, you know, sometimes a little different in placings. I have Samson winning. Samson is coming off the Olympia. I think he's on a roll. I think he will do what a Mr. Olympia is supposed to do, come back and win. I'm going to switch this week, just off of what I heard from Chris, and you know, I have a feeling that there's too many cooks in Derek's kitchen right now, and I think that the soup will be a little bit too salty. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you know. I think I have Andrew in second because I think Andrew is staying covered up because he knows he made the improvements. I think he already had made them improvements. It just wasn't in the condition that he was supposed to be in at the Olympia, and I think he will almost nail it. And this is just, I'm going with perfect scenario. Almost nail it this time, and I think we'll see a version of Samson that will be almost. We will see, I think we will see a fight like you mentioned where Samson stands next to Andrew and we'll look and say, wait a minute, they're really closer than we think. I think that we're going to see that on the Arnold stage because the Arnold stage, the lighting is always great. So you can't hide. Derek in third. I'm sorry, Derek. I'm going to have to slide you down one spot because I think that there's just too much going on right now. Then I have Brandon in fourth because from what I saw from Brandon, and sometimes we forget how good Brandon really is because we don't hear much from him. You know, he's not loud like some other people making noises and rumors and starting shit. He's a family man. He's at home. I think he's relaxed. I think he doesn't have the stress that he has when he's in Kuwait, when he's away from his family. And I think this will help him. I think he knew he wasn't at his best at the Olympia last year, and the year before. I think this will be the best Brandon we've seen in the last 2 years, and I know that's good enough to be right behind Derek. Who knows? Maybe he comes in at his all-time best. Could he fight Derek?
He's different.
You know what I'm saying? So
I can see him sliding up. I want to see a little bit more, but I can see him sliding up.
I mean, with Brandon, you don't know right now. I mean, from what I saw, I think he's coming in on point, and then he can be up fighting for the title, and he can be, you know, he can come in off, and he can be out of the top six.
Like this guy can push Dennis. Like, you know, I did some work with him out there in Kuwait, but he is a pusher. He is not afraid of hard work, and the whole family's into hard work, you know, physically. So I think it's been probably good for him to be close to the family and getting ready for the show.
Yeah. Fifth place, I got Sean Clarita because, you know, Sean can stand next to all of them. But when it comes to these guys, it's just you'll see the size different. It's you know, we saw the size different with him standing next to Keon. And now imagine he's standing next to these guys. It's going to be a tremendous size difference. He's still good enough to place top 5 in my eyes, and I think he will be somewhere in there. Sixth place, it's for me either Carlos or William. Carlos, it depends if he nails it condition-wise, if he gets in shape. If he doesn't, if he's slightly off, William would beat him because I know William would be one of the most conditioned guys in the show. There you have it. That's my top 6. I appreciate you guys. Big D, thank you for your time. I will probably hit you up, and we'll see what you know. We can make a game plan for you or do something. Something's got to happen. But talk to the wifey first. Make sure you guys are really, really, really up for it, because then we might be able to help you. You never know. Okay.
Brilliant.
Chris Milos.
I'm gonna talk to her now.
Talk to her.
I said I'm gonna talk to her.
Yeah. Tell her we say hi too. Okay.
Wicked.
Chris Milos, we appreciate you, man. Thank you, my brothers.
Hi, brother. Good seeing you guys.
We'll talk to you all next week. Oh, hold on. Before I forget, what's your last name again?
Diabru.
Diabru.
Yeah, Portuguese.
So I thought that was your first name.
No, first name's Peter.
Oh, your first name is Peter. Oh, okay.
Shit.
Yeah. But no one calls me that.
I have to know how to announce you, though. I have to know how to announce you when I do the intro. So I'm gonna do Peter the Brew. All right, guys.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
be
why no one
safe.
calls me that.
Y'all be safe.
Yes.
God bless.
In that PR.
Peace
See you
out.
guys.